Miami on top, city on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough, speaking down, but they know who coming up, and I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off, not one too far from me. Never caught off, not one day. Never caught off, not one day. But I'm still on my way.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Friday, they head out on the road to face the Warriors in San Francisco. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. And for Indiana, Clark, the assist numbers from these teams, just wow. They are always looking to make that extra pass.
And you know, that kind of mentality, BA, is contagious. It really goes a long way. Everybody buying in to not just getting a good shot, but going from good to better to best shot.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Pass to Glover. Inside. He can't hit that time. Here's Pickett.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness. First team.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Maxwell. 5 to shoot. Launches it. And Halliburton with the three.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that three with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Jamison. The three. Rebound by the Bulls. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, you know, BA, it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged.
Now here's Halliburton. 17 points in his last outing. Pulls up at the elbow. Jump shot is good that time. Halliburton's got 5.
Clearly, Halliburton is hunting his shots. He's not picky and knows exactly how to adjust on the mid-range jump shot.
Over to the wing. Mobley on a screen. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Maxwell. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
No way Halliburton was going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
Halliburton with the steal. Here's Jamison. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Mobley, a screen on Halliburton. Pass to Mobley. And the layup is good off the glass.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Halliburton, the pass to Jamison. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Pacers in 5th.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters.
Well, Grant, for them, this is game 2 of a back-to-back. Does that schedule wear you out as a player?
You know, at times the schedule can be tough, but sometimes it also works in your favor because you can maintain a good rhythm game to game.
Now here's Halliburton. He's got 5. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Jamison, launches a 3, and he buries his first look.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Mobley, a screen on Halliburton, to the paint. And rejected. Here's Jamison. Mobley grabs the board. Lets it go, and there's a 3-second violation.
4th and steals, and they cracked the top 5 for team three-point percentage. That gave them such an edge on the offensive end, forcing the defense to come out and cover them at the arc.
Their nightly goal, make things uncomfortable for opposing offenses. That's how they racked up so many steals. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 5. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Clark, what you marvel about with Halliburton, the accuracy from both the field and the line.
Well, there are very few guys that are part of the 50, 40, 90 club, and every year he's flirting with that. And when he doesn't have the shot that he wants, what I like is that he just simply makes the right basketball pass.
The Bulls making a switch here. Ayton's checked in, and it's in there. So it's the Pacers now. 3-point lead. Pass to Jamison. To the middle. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
To the inside. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. 10 points for him.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Halliburton, the pass to Maxwell. Halliburton looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen away. Pass to Glover. Here's Jamison. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Chicago trailing here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
White, he's checked in for Indiana. Oh, deflected. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Jamison. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Indiana's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Now here's White. He's closely guarded. They get back on track. Rebound by the Bulls.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Time called here. The Pacers decide to talk it over. The Bulls making a switch here.
Keep that energy going.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Pass to Geiger. Here's Jamison. Now here's White. Clock at 6. Here's Vanderbilt. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by Pickett.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
White drops in the layup for 2. And it's now just a 1-point Chicago lead.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Here's Glover. He's scoreless. All sorts of time. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And Chicago called for the foul. That's good from White. 52 seconds left in the first. Ayton with a screen. Out to the wing. Here's Glover. Rebounded by Halliburton. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Glover, pass to Ayton. Here's Mack, 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. That one goes. Count it.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Stolen by Ayton. In transition. The floater and the basket by Mack. 6 points for him.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for the Bulls, we've got Mobley, and it's Porter in at the 2 spot. Now here's Halliburton, guarded closely. White for 3, and it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. The Bulls shooting has been incredible, 72%. Back to Wood. Pass to Mack. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Porter with the steal. Here's Mack. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Well, the Pacers shooting the rock at 58%. Vanderbilt, a screen on Porter. White, the pass to Vanderbilt. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Barber. Still no points. Mobley outside for 3. They get it back. Here's Mack. No good with a layup. Halliburton outside. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Halliburton's got 9.
Good decision-making that time by Halliburton. Really smart. The moment he saw the space open up, he pulled them.
And Mobley throws it down.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Koloko. Pass to Halliburton. White for 3. Wood grabs the board.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Mobley deciding where to go with it. And there's a pick. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Well, the value of Jared Vanderbilt as a strong wing defender is pretty undeniable, Clark.
You cannot win consistently without players like Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, you need a shutdown defender that has versatility. And it's a skill that he takes a lot of pride in. He's worked at. He brings a lot to the table at that end of the floor.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the bucket by the Pacers. 5 on the clock. Wood passes to Mobley. And stolen by Vanderbilt. In transition, here come the Pacers. White, good.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Listen, Indiana is not a free agent hotspot, but you ask Tyrese Halliburton, it's a great place to play. He said, quote, Midwest nice is a real thing. The genuineness of the people, the way they act. I really value people waving as you walk by or smiling. That matters to me. That small town feel, that Midwest feel. Brian?
Yeah, he seems right at home, Allie. Thank you. Chicago calls timeout.
Youth Dance Team.
And they finished in the top half of the league in blocks per game. Nothing outstanding, but hardly horrible at the same time.
They didn't give up anything easy on the defensive end. Last season, they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game. An impressive feat.
Boy, you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. For Chicago, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. Indiana, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Indiana leading. Shot clock at 6. Halliburton on the wing. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Driving inside. And Mobley throws it down.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Halliburton outside. There's a screen. Takes a 3. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. There's the drive, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 20, Jamison.
And here are the Pacers now. Outside White. The shot. The Pacers again can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And we've heard players asking for more clarity and accountability from the officials. Grant, you think they have a point?
Well, players often ask refs to explain calls, so they also want some clarity from the league whether the refs got it right. And that information oftentimes can help them make the proper adjustments moving forward.
Ayton, he's checked in for Chicago. Now here's White. 9 points in the game. Here's Jamison with some arc. Pickett passes to Jamison. Inside. And the basket by Maxwell. And the Pacers lead by 1. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
And Ayton with the stuff.
And that's just terrific body control by Ayton, setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
Outside White. Pass to Pickett. Here's Jamison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's White. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Ayton. And he banks in the layup. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Pickett. 3-pointer. Oh, nice shot by Jamison. Jamison's got 8.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times or he will bury you.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Mobley outside. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, number 40, Jeffrey.
4 on the clock. Goes up on the baseline. Pacers with a rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Mobley. Down low. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
They get it again. Maxwell passes to Pickett. And that one drops for him. The Bulls have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Pass to Glover. To the inside. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. Outside White. Here's the pick. Shot clock at 5. The shot that time not on target. Ayton with the defensive effort. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Shooting for Chicago.
And he can't get the first one. Tyrese Halliburton's checked in for White. And he sinks the second. 1:03 left in the first half. Shot from 12. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Porter with it. Halliburton picks him up. Right wing. Here's Mack. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Halliburton. The Bulls making their last shot. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. There's 14 seconds left in the second period. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pass to Pickett. Here's Maxwell. Knocks down the long J. Maxwell's got 7 points. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Bulls up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. The Brooklyn Nets will go up against the Hornets in Charlotte. That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Either team could come away with the W and win this one.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
Well, they've done a decent job of boxing out, sealing the boards. They're quick to the ball, and they look hungry.
They've obviously made rebounding a priority coming into this one. Mission accomplished so far. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Jamison. The three ball. And Ayton pulls it down.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And for Chicago, they've got Kevin Porter, and it's Ayton in at the 4. That one rolls around and rims out. Indiana trailing here. Throws it up high.
His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. 5th on the list, Indiana.
It's one thing to be aggressive getting to the line. And last year, they made good on the opportunities when they presented themselves.
Indiana foul. Pickett. Second personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Jamison. Give him 8 points now. Tries from 6 feet. He squares up and sinks it. Jamison's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Now here's Porter. He's covered closely. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 4.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Halliburton outside. Here's Jamison. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 4th assist with that last one. And so Porter will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Tries again. And he misses his first shot. For Indiana, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third.
And when you watch Halliburton run point, he makes life easy for his team.
You know, he's like a Pied Piper. He's a guy that other people gravitate to and enjoy playing with. Always has his head up. He's excellent at reading angles and situations and using the right pass at the right time, and rarely seems to force shots. I mean, that's the quintessential playmaking point guard if ever there was one.
Here's Maxwell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be Evan Mobley. That free throw misses. And the Bulls making a change here. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, DeAndre Ayton has big goals. He said, quote, "I want to be the best young two-way player in the league, controlling the game even if I'm not scoring the ball. Being everywhere, creating shots, rolling, blocking shots, just being in the paint, loud, communicating. That's my type of basketball."
He's got all the tools, Allie. Thanks for that. Good stuff there. Here's Barber. No points so far. It's intercepted.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Pickett. Fires from deep. That one no good.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
To the wing, right side. Back to Ayton. Over Halliburton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Halliburton, the pass to Pickett.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. A nice shot by Jamison.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Barber. No made baskets yet. Rebounded by Pickett. Pickett's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Halliburton, the pass to Pickett. Rebound by the Bulls.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Impressive work protecting the basket. Held his ground nicely on that one.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Indiana calls timeout.
Everyone, make some noise.
Here's Jamison. No good on the quick 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They set the screen. Drives to the hoop. And he dunks it down. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
The Pacers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Halliburton, the pass to Jamison, to the middle. Here's Maxwell. Here's Pickett. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Pickett's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Here's Barber. No points yet. To the paint. Halliburton with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. shot by Jamison, no good. The Bulls have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Mack. Give him 8. To the right side. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the 3. And the Bulls lead by 2.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
White, he's checked in for Halliburton. And the basket is good. 30 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Back to White. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta. White's got 12 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Takes it inside.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those 3 points.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Second personal foul.
That's good from White. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. And again, no good by Chicago.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Tries yet again. And the basket by Maxwell. And now a 3-point Indiana lead.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
With the drive. And yep, it's good. He's got 13.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Indiana.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 3, Jared Vanderbilt.
That's tipped. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
And the Pacers making a change here. Koloko's checked in.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Inside, White. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the third quarter. Wood passes to Ayton. Pass to White. Here's Jamison, guarded by Wood. A nice shot by Jamison. Jamison's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Love the kickback pass to set up the rim runner.
Unselfish and fancy all at the same time.
Here's Jamison. 17 points in the game. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Indiana has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Koloko. He's covered by Ayton. And it's Koloko missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Wood passes to Ayton. And stolen by Vanderbilt. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Pacers. They lead by 3 after a quick break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Tyrese Halliburton, and it's White in at the 2. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Indiana leading. Here's Randolph. Halliburton on the wing. And counted from 12 feet.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And here are the Bulls now. Ayton with a screen. Into the lane. Wood right side. Here's Glover. He's guarded by White. Glover pass to Ayton. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And there's the foul against Indiana.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
Second free throw, no good.
With missed opportunities from the line this half, they're not doing themselves any favors.
Pass to Koloko. Halliburton with the ball. Shot clock at 6. White on the wing. He shoots it. Rebound by the Bulls. Mobley, a screen on Halliburton. And he drives in. And Mobley throws it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Pass to Glover. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Oh, yes, sir! Halliburton from deep.
Making the most of his opportunities. He's been effective down the stretch.
Chicago calls timeout. Pacers making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bulls said to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And Allie, thanks. The three from Wood. Drains the triple. Wood's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Pass to Mobley. Wood outside. Takes the three. Rebounded by Pickett.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Halliburton outside. Here's Pickett. Pass to White. The three. Pickett can't hit.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Wood finds Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Now here's Halliburton. Not a lot of room. Vanderbilt, a screen on Porter. Down low. And there's the rejection. And they're running. Good. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
White, the pass to Pickett. Now here's Halliburton. Here's Halliburton on the take. Pass to White. And here's Vanderbilt. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Wood. And now the Bulls in transition. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You too. It'll be your jump ball.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
That's his fourth foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 put him in a rough, tough spot.
Indiana on D to the inside. And here's Porter outside. The offensive rebound. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Timeout called, the Pacers.
Your Pacers break your dates through, everyone.
So it's the Pacers now. 8-point game. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Here's Wood. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Halliburton, the pass to Jamison. Halliburton on the wing. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
You know, so far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
To the wing on the left. Out to Mobley. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Jamison. Pass to Pickett. Over Wood. Pickett can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And he makes a first. It's both from the stripe.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Halliburton on the wing. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Mobley. There's the three. Pacers with a rebound. Maxwell's got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the screen. 4-3. No good that time.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Fires from the wing. And Mobley throws it down.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Halliburton outside. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Chicago has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Feet out. Back to Wood. 5 to shoot. No good from outside.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? It remains to be seen.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
They set the pick. Beyond the arc. The shot by Jamison, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Out to Mobley. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a 3. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Indiana, they're working against the clock now. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Is your Pacers high crew. Everyone, make some noise.
Bulls on D. They've got a 9-point lead. Over to the left wing. Jamison. Indiana again missing.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Indiana's gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Here's Halliburton. Got a piece of it. 1:33 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Jamison. Back to Halliburton. And it's blocked by Wood. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it in. Give him 39.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Bulls.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against the Pacers.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 53 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Halliburton outside. Has to Pickett. Mobley grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Wood misses.